Coffee conversations, steam rising in the air. Words like whispers, drifting on a breeze. Thank you to my angels who bring me to my knees. To all my angels, I'm raising my cup. For every time you caught me when I almost gave up. To all my angels, you're my sunlight above. This is my thank you. My thank you with love. The world keeps spinning, but you hold me still. Through storms and shadows, you're my steady will. Your laughter's my anthem, your touch my refrain. Thank you to my angels for dancing through my rain. Haloed in kindness, your glow never fades. Through the dark of the night, you've lit my way. Angels in disguise, or maybe not at all. You're the ones who answer when my spirit calls. To all my angels, I'm raising my cup. For every time you caught me when I almost gave up. To all my angels, you're my sunlight above. This is my thank you. My thank you with love. Charlie sending love through the morning light. Coffee's growing cold, but your warmth feels right. To all my angels, near and far away, thank you forever. That's all I can say.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Watcher. Good morning, K-Fam. Good morning, Mr. Keith. Good morning, babe. How y'all doing? Merry Christmas Eve. Happy holidays to everyone. Because we got to say happy holidays to everybody else that's celebrating too, because you got Hanukkah, you got, you got Yule, you got winter solstice, you got all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So you got to say, happy holidays, because there's a lot of people that's celebrating all different kind of things and everything. I hope everybody has the best holidays that they could possibly have. Yeah, I woke up this morning and my neck is freaking killing me. I slept the wrong way. I know that's exactly what happened. I know that's exactly what happened. My dumb ass decided to sleep the wrong way. I'm like, yeah. I hope you're all having the beautifulest, blessedest day that you could have possible. Oh, and joyous Kwanzaa. Yeah, Merry Yule. All those lovely things. I think that's why us lazy folks just break down to happy holidays. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you what, Mr. Keith, I'm gonna keep speaking that into the atmosphere and maybe speaking it into existence, as they say, because this neck pain ain't no joke. Well, a lot of people don't know I got the bursitis in my neck and the arthritis in my back, and they are not friends. They don't like each other. Arthur and Burr, they're not friends. They're really not. What up, QI? Merry Christmas, beautiful. I hope you're having the best possible one that you could possibly have. I've been catching some of your you've been doing a lot of really good with those AI videos and stuff that you've been doing. They funny as hell too. Keep on with it. Keep on with it, QI. Them is funny. You know what I'm saying? All you need is one of them to go viral and shit. You know what I mean? They funny as hell. And that shit be blowing up in different places, I just tell you. Oh shit, I'm gonna pray for you. That's a lot. I've done that before, K fam, and I did that. Let me tell you this. I had to wait till mine fell asleep. I didn't have nobody to take him away or, you know what I'm saying, so I could do it, right? So I had to do that at 12 o'clock midnight, get that shit done as fast as possible, get it up under the tree, and then get like 2 hours of sleep. I've done that before. For one kid, might I add. Yeah. He's had that many presents before. And I'm gonna tell you something. It came to a point that I started saying certain things were gonna be put in a bag and not everything wrapped. Because first off, I have to throw away all that paper. You know what I'm saying? Second off, certain things don't need to be wrapped. Just put it in a big ass bag, put some tissue paper with it. And then other things, you know, like that are real, you know what I'm saying? And you got to do it for four. I feel bad for you. I just did it for one, and I'm talking about shit. I be sitting there rapping. I'm telling you, a lot. Well, I'm gonna say this, twin. When he was little, I used to buy a bunch of that, a bunch of the pew pews and the fake things, and it. You would think that it ends up being a lot over time. Like you, the best way I'll tell any parent to do it or grandparent, start buying in January for the next year and then save up for their big gift so that you won't have to, it won't be so hard on you. Start buying little things here and there. You get what I'm saying? Like you already know about what size clothes they'll be in. Oh yeah, my mama used to do that shit too, K fam, where each kid had their own wrapping paper so you didn't have to put a sticker on it to tell whose presents was whose. She used to do that shit. She used to do that shit. She'd put mine in one kind of wrapping paper, my sister's in the other, and my special needs brother another. Good morning, twin mama, beautiful. My mama used to do that shit though. She'd use one wrapping paper for one of the kids and one wrap for the other, and that way you don't have to put those little stickers on it, put their name on it or nothing. She'd just do it in different wrapping papers because she'd be sitting there forever. You know what I'm saying? Putting those. And she used to do those too, the little stickies and put your name on it and shit. I'm gonna tell you, twin. The only reason my son got what he got for Christmas because I was a smart shopper. Um, I would start buying like 2 or 3 gifts, January, February, March, like after his birthday, and I would build up. And by the time that Christmas rolled around, he had a closet full of shit. That is the reason I was able to do that in my budget. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, your best time to buy for the next year is in January. And thank God my son's birthday just happens to be that month too, because everything goes on sale. A friend of mine got pissed at me. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember when they had a fire truck and it used to shoot balls, like little balls stuff. That motherfucker was $60 when it first come out, almost $100 bill, right? She got it for her son for Christmas. So I got it for my son for his birthday, right? Because his birthday's 2 weeks after Christmas. I gave $20 for that same toy that she gave almost $100 for. Yes, I did, because I caught it on sale. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got twins. They will. They'll switch with each other. It don't really matter. They just gonna go crazy and have fun. What up, way up, dude? Merry Christmas, way up, dude. How's your titties hanging to the left, to the right? Are they up? Are they down? Can you tie 'em in a knot? Can you tie 'em in your bow? Do your tits hang low? Are they sitting up and they perky today and they saying, hey? Yeah, you got lucky with that one, them being twins and wanting to share shit because my mama was not so lucky. See, my sister was 5 years older than me. So obviously there were things that she wanted that obviously I wasn't into. I was a kid, right? So she had to do the different color wrapping papers. I only had the one kid, so it didn't matter, you know? But no, that's how he would have one spectacular ass Christmas is that I was a smart shopper. And every month I would take and you could do it this way or you could do it in a way of put aside money every month, like a little here, a little there, until it gets around the time when like Black Friday happens or Cyber Monday, right? Cyber Monday where you can buy it online. And I would do that shit. I would put a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, until the point that he had bomb ass Christmases. You know what I'm saying? And bomb ass birthdays. I wasn't rich by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I did, twin. I would buy a little here, a little there, and like put it up, put it up, put it up, and then by the time Christmas came around, he'd have a bomb ass Christmas every year. I didn't buy no expensive. What up, Remy? How you doing? I didn't. Hey, Miss Catherine. Good morning. I didn't like go buy no like I would get him one big gift, one you know a little more expensive gift, but everything else was like little cheap because the little boys like the little cheap guns, the little trucks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But then he'd get one really nice gift. You know what I mean? That was the way I did it, and it made it a lot easier because I'm gonna tell you something. Kids, people be out there. Well, they gotta have the $60 disc, the $70 disc, the $80 disc. Kids don't care about that shit. They're gonna tear it up in 6 months. Go ahead and spend all that money on that if you want to. I'm gonna be laughing at you in just a few months when it's broke. Uh huh. Might as well go get those Kid Connections toys and uplift their learning. That's what I did. I got those Kid Connections toys for learning purposes. I got those little knick-knack toys that he could play with, and it didn't matter if he broke it because it was only a few dollars. If he had fun with it, he had fun with it. And a lot of his toys he actually kept for a very long time. I get him those building blocks where he could the big Legos and shit, and he'd be sitting in the middle floor just having him a fun old time. I'm gonna say this: if you have small kids, like very small children, peg puzzles are actually good for very small children, like 2 and 3 year olds. Um, and even 1 year olds. It's actually good for their finger dexterity. And if a child ever has to go through occupational therapy, that's something they do in occupational therapy is they learn how to grasp with their fingertips and they'll use what they call peg puzzles. So if you know anybody in your family that has a 1 year old Turio, that's a good investment. It's actually really good for their learning and shit like that. Hell yeah, buy cheap while they're young. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, when they get older, whoo, Jesus, ain't no cheap no more. I wish I could turn back the hands of time. Cause them gifts was easy to get. Nowadays it's I want a VR headset. I want a fucking gaming computer. I want this. I want that. I need this, and that shit ain't cheap at all. Fuck. And clothes ain't as cheap no more. Like when he was little, I could wait till shit went on sale, and I could buy him brand new, like suit outfits, like them expensive ass pretty suit outfits for cheap as fuck, right? I could wait till they go on sale, and I could buy up a bunch of shit, $5, $1, $2, shit like that. And now, oh hell no. Now he's in the men's section. That shit ain't cheap. And they only put theirs on sale at the most $5 to $7 a piece. That's the cheapest you gonna get. It ain't like when he was little. Man, when he was real little, I used to buy him suits every year. He used to get a suit every year for Christmas. For his, like from the time he was little, he loved wearing 3-piece suit sets. He loved that shit. Like I ain't never seen a kid that loves to dress up. Mine does. He loves wearing the dress shoes. He loves pimping out. He loves putting on his tie, everything. Like, this child loves to dress up because I used to buy him a suit every single year. You know what I'm saying? So his first Christmas, he was wearing a suit. You know what I'm saying? On his birthday, he'd be wearing a suit. Like, he would dress out. He even had a pimp hat and everything. Like, he had the pimp hat extraordinaire and everything. His first pictures that I ever got made of him, like a big set, he was 2 years old, and he had on a 3-piece tuxedo with the little ruffles and all that shit. And it had the silk lining for the thing. I actually bought it from somebody who they used it one time in a pageant for their little boy. It was one time. It was used one time, and I got it. And gorgeous. I'm talking about gorgeous white 3-piece tuxedo set. And he thought he was the shit in that, man. He loves that shit. Yeah. Oh God, I know he's already spoiled. It's gonna get way worse. Good morning, Miss Jenny. How you doing? How's my nephews doing over there? How's my Morris and my ghost this morning? Are they being friendly to each other? Or are they still, bitch at each other? I know. I already know. He's already get spoiled from his Nana Poppy on my side. Now he's gonna get even more spoiled because he's got his other grandma and grandpa now. Oh my God. Child, he's the only grandkid too. You know what I'm saying? He's the only child we have. He's the only grandkid, so you can imagine. You can imagine. Next year, I know that Mom's been there, but I do want to kind of buy certain things for our niece. We have a beautiful niece. She is absolutely gorgeous. She's growing up way too fast. And send her some stuff. She's so cute. I ain't gonna say nothing about it because I don't want to dox our niece, but she's the most adorable thing ever. She's so cute. Well, technically she's our cousin, but I I look at them as she's like our niece. I'm sorry. What up, World Unknown? I can't believe she's grown up that fast. Seems like just yesterday she was pregnant with her. I'm like blinking and I'm like, what the hell? She's already talking and walking and moving and shaking. Don't kids grow up way too fast? Like, you sit there 1 minute and then I just like, sometimes I sit back and I think about that when I look at my son. Like, I think about how fast it's gone, and I'm glad I enjoyed every moment of it. I'm glad I wasn't stay-at-home mom, no matter what other people may say about that or judge me based on that. I really don't give a fuck. Because I don't regret 1 minute of that. I got to watch my kid grow up. Oh, Miss Heidi was asking me about that. Oh, on your last shorts that you did? Yeah. She's more like a sister to us. Yeah. But anyway, my beautiful, like, I sit there and think about that. As parents, I wonder if y'all do that too. Sometimes you sit there and you look and you're like, wow, they've grown so much. So much has happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking at your kids, your grandkids, and so on and so forth, and just paying attention to the little things. You know what I miss? When my son had that cutesy little voice and he would say, Mama, I love you. I miss he had that little bitty, like, sweet voice. And I've known my husband so long that he remembers that sweet voice because they used to hear him in the background all the time, Of course, me being a single mom, my kid's going to be in the background. Although he never heard anything they were saying or we were saying as adults because I was a good mom. I'm not going to let my kid overhear us talking shit on the internet. Even when I was in the beef sector, and y'all knew me way back then, my son was little when I first came into the beef sector. Like, my son was, I want to say he was 8 or 9 years old, something like that, or younger when I came into the beef sector. And now he's supposed to be 18. And I've watched kids in the beef sector. Like, I remember their moms being pregnant with them and then them having them. And the kids are older now. That's like, y'all have seen Shaker in here. like she was pregnant and she had it, and now the baby's like not a baby anymore. You know what I'm saying? Going to school and shit. Y'all seen Uppity in here? I've literally watched her daughter grow grow up. She grew up in the beef sector. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched these kids grow up, and it's like crazy. Like Twin Mama, you know, you believe it or not, y'all, I've only had my channel for about a year, but to see the growth of your babies and how, like, even for the short distance of time that I've known you. And also, I'm kind of pissed off at YouTube. Twin, if you can hear this, baby, I'm mad at YouTube. They did not give me a notification that you was live last night until I literally laid down. And I have not went back to watch. I got to go back to watch that replay. I'm kind of pissed off because I don't know about y'all, but I try to support everybody, right? And when YouTube is being a bitch, it kind of pisses me off. I'm like, give me my damn notifications, motherfucker. Just because I'm subscribed to over 200 channels don't mean you only give me 3 or 4 notifications, bitch. I want them all. What up, Crazy Brad Love? Yeah, mama, Twin Mama, it should have popped up me a notification, though. I'm mad. Like, sometimes it don't pop up. No, and the only reason that I knew Raditha was live the other day is because she said she was going to go. They didn't give me no notification for Raditha. I had to go look for her. I had to go to my top screen and search Raditha's channel to go to her live that day. Yeah, I'm about pissed off at YouTube not giving me my damn notifications. That's why I try to ask y'all if I know y'all gonna go live. I know pop-ups and how that be, because sometimes y'all know I pop up at different times and all that. And yeah, so I literally, that's why I try to do it, because I know how YouTube be tripping. If I know to look out for you, then I'll be on the ball, like at that time, looking for your, notification, making sure I type in your channel if it don't, and I physically go search your ass out. You know what I'm saying? But I understand pop-ups happen. That's just when you had free. You know what I mean? And being a mom of 2 small ones, Twin Mama, I'm gonna say this. My hat's off to you. My hat's off to you, and has been since the moment I met you and you told me. You know what I'm saying? I've got one that's 18. I don't know how I would restart if I was just a little bit older with twins. I don't know how I could. I don't think I could be as strong as you are and do it, because I'd want to pull all my damn hair out. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I went through one when I had good nerves when I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? And I'm almost in my 40s now. I don't think I could do it. I'd want to pull every one of my hair out, every one of my little hairs out. I don't think I could do it. I mean, I do have a good mama instinct. Don't get me wrong. I know that I could raise kids. I'm good at it. That's it's instilled value that goes from generation to generation. But at the same time, oof. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Twin. You were 50. Like, see, here's the thing. I don't think I could do that at 50. I don't. That's why my hat's off to you, because I would want to pull all my damn hair out. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm only fixing to be in my 40s. Like, I'm in my late 30s, right? And my nerves wouldn't be able to handle a small one now, much less dealing with a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old in your 50s. And I think during that time usually is when some women are going through the change or just went through the change. And you got to think, when you're going through the change, right? You're already on 10 with your fucking you know what I'm saying? Your hormone levels and all that shit. I'm not exactly sure when you went through the change, but some women start going in their late 30s. Some women don't go into it till they're right at 50. And it can last for a few years. You know what I'm saying? Depending. Some women start the change at 40 and they don't end it until after they hit 50. So it can go on, depends on each woman, right? I couldn't imagine having to deal with a 1 and a 2-year-old if I was going through the change on top of that. Shit, I'd be ready to kill a bitch. These little butterfly knives on my back, I'd be ready to cut a hoe. My hat's off to you, Twin. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it, baby. Hey, Crazy Brat, my love. I don't know how you did it, baby. I'm telling you, anybody who does not champion you for that, and the fact that you took your golden years and you loved those kids so much that you were willing to adopt them from birth, knowing that you was going to start over raising kids at that age. You know what I'm trying to say? You were going to have to start over. That's usually the time frame of you chilling out, having your chill. You know what I mean? For most people. But it's almost as if you're raising your grandkids, even though, and whatnot. That's what a lot of there are big mamas out there who do that, and I champion them too. I knew of a big mama. That's what we call grandmas. I don't know if y'all know that, if y'all have ever heard the term big mama. But that's what some of us call grandmas, okay? I knew some big mamas that had, and sometimes a big mama can also be a great grandma, just saying, that have raised like their kids and then raised like 8, 9, 10 of the grandkids and then raised their great grandkids. Like them women right there are a special kind of superpower superhero. I'm just saying. What up, Twistar? How you doing, beautiful? Merry Christmas, my love, and I hope you have the best one because I love me some Twistar. I love giving Twistar all my money when she's like having a good poker run. Hell, them cards this last week were so shit, wasn't they, Twistar? They was just being mean to us, and they would give me a hand where I would almost have it, and I needed that one card, so I'd have to stay in no matter how much somebody raised it. I'd have to stay in because if that card come up, you know what I'm saying? Then I'd win the hand. Like one spade away from a flush or one number away for a a straight. Like I need like a 7 or a let's see 7 or a king or a queen or something like that. So the chances of it popping up were pretty, there. There was a chance because I needed it with either card, right? I just need one card to make that straight. Or one card to do this. And if it didn't fucking throw the shit I didn't need, like I started out on one of those hands with a pocket, I think it was pocket ace jack. And that might have been the one where I had spades. And 2 spades was up on the board. And I think it was the king and the 10. All I needed was the queen for a royal straight flush. You tell me you wouldn't stay in that fucking hand. I did, and guess what? It never fucking popped up. Not even a queen popped up for a straight. That was bullshit. I was like, them was some shitty ass damn things. Merry Christmas, IYQ2. I hope you have a good one. And many blessings to you too. Good health and wealth and love. I hope you enjoy your family and you have a good one. I did that the other day too, Twistar. I think I have nothing and I fold, and then come to find out I had 3 of a kind. And then one time I had a full house. I was like, son of a bitch. Poker's actually not that hard, babe. I can sit down and teach you. It's really not as hard as people think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, Twistar, it kept either throwing me a hand that I almost had or throwing me a hand and I'd fold out and then I would have fucking won it. I just kept wanting to cuss that night. You know what I'm saying? I said, fuck it. Well, blackjack's a lot easier because all you got to know for blackjack is that the dealer has to hit on a soft 16. All right. 16 and below. The dealer has to hit so he can bust, right? You don't have to hit if you don't want to. He has to hit on a soft 16. All you got to know is how to get to 21 and what cards will get you there. Know that an ace can stand for an 11 or a 1. Right? It can stand for an 11 or a 1. Know that face cards are 10. They stand for the number 10. And then all the other numbers are numbered as is. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 9. It's very simple. Mathematics. And if you see that the dealer has a 5 popping up and he has a possibility of a 15 and he hits and he gets anything above a 6, he's going to bust automatic. And most of the time, a face card's going to flap over. So it's actually the percentages, if you know, are very easy. You know what I'm saying? Blackjack's easy to play. Now, can sometimes you stay and then they end up getting 21? You're like, how the hell they do that? Or vice versa. Yeah, that can happen. But it's actually fairly easy if you know percentages of what cards are going to pop up. Poker's a little bit different. And it also depends on how many people are sitting at the table, because the percentages change by that alone. Because the percentage is that, let's say you're waiting on the queen of spade, but somebody has that queen of spade in their hand, right? There's 8, 10 people at the card table. The chances sometimes it's in the deck, and other times it's in somebody's hand. I hope you have a good one, Mr. Scott. Merry Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas this year. I hope you have a very special Christmas. Yeah. I don't know if y'all could tell it, but I got my heating pad on right now. See, I got a heating pad. It kind of looks like a vest. It kind of looks like a vest. My mother-in-law got it for me my birthday. It's my favorite birthday gift ever in the world. She's my bonus mom. I don't like saying mother-in-law. I call her my bonus parent. And it is the best damn thing I think I've ever received in my entire life. I love this damn heating pad. She don't know how much I really do enjoy and love this heating pad. Of all my Christmas gifts and all my birthday gifts, this is the one that's gotten the most use. I'm just saying. I love this damn thing. It's awesome. I'm telling you, if you ever have bad back, bad neck, and all that stuff, man, you should get you one of these. And oh my God, it does my neck and my back. So it's like a heating pad for both the neck and the back. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. And if, let's say, I want to just concentrate on my lower back, I could take it off and just set it on, like, behind me and just lay on it. You know what I mean? Because it goes to about mid back, I would say. I could probably get a longer that would go all the way to the bottom, but it goes about, it's about right there at the middle. What up, Coffee No Cream? How you doing, beautiful? Good morning. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. You know, I don't know what everybody celebrates. Just, you know. Twistar, y'all getting snow. We getting hot. It is hot as hell down here. Like, the devil done sent some of us heat up from hell. It is hot as hell down south right now. We're going to have a hot ass Christmas. It's like 75 degrees. Just last week, we were cold for the last 2 to 3 weeks. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you celebrate Kwanzaa. See, I that's why I try to, you know, throw it all in there and just say a happy holidays, because I know everybody celebrates something different. I don't want this kind of heat though. It's almost like it's summertime again, Twistar. I mean, can we get at least 50 degrees? That would be pretty nice. Where it's not too cold, it's not too hot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about, it's so fucking hot that I'm sweating like a whore in a church house. You know what I mean? I'm having to bump my AC back like it was in the midsummer. I'm like, what the hell, Jesus? Let me tell y'all the degrees right now. Y'all gonna trip when I tell y'all the degrees right now. I'm gonna look up the temp in my area right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all it's crazy. Okay, hold on. Are you gonna pop up the temperature, or are you just gonna make me have to click on something? This is some bullshit. Hold on. They're gonna make me click on another damn thing. They usually pop it up in the Google search, the little shit. It is 73 degrees today. At night, it's going to be 54, which is fine. But 73% humidity on top of that. On Christmas Day, tomorrow, it's going to be 72 degrees during the daytime, 60 at night. Friday, 72, 60. 72, 61 for Saturday. 75, 37. We're going to get a cold come in Sunday night. And then it's going to be in the 40s during the day and the 20s at night. Now tell me, what the hell does this make any sense? Then it's going to pop back up where it's in the 50s during the day, which I kind of like, and 30s at night, which is cool. I like that. But you see how that swing goes? Real high temperatures and then pop down real cold? We can't get adjusted to the damn temperatures. That's why we get so damn sick down south. You get what I'm saying? We get so damn sick down south because of this bullshit. But it's already at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's already 73 degrees out there. That's some bullshit. It's already that high. I'm like, the fuck? We're going to be wearing shorts during Christmas? You know what I mean? Like, the problem we have down south, I know we bitch about the heat. The problem we have is that we'll have hot for about a week. Then it'll drop down real cold real fast. Like, I mean, real cold. Where sometimes it'd be in the 20s or 30s during the day and in the teens at night. And then it'll pop back up real hot again. Then it'll pop real down. And so we don't have the opportunity. Y'all know how some of y'all up north gradually just get colder. Like, it just gradually goes from, normal to chilly to cold. And then it's real cold. We don't get that opportunity. It goes, I'm going to be hot as hell today in the 80s. And tomorrow I'm going to drop down in the 30s. And it makes it feel like it's so much colder because you're not used to it and your body ain't had time to acclimate. We don't get a chance to acclimate to the mood swings that our Mother Nature has. I'm telling you, Mother Nature down south, she's going through the change of life and she's a very moody bitch. Sometimes she be having high flashes. It's like a roller coaster. That's right, Gamecock Jenny. We don't know from day to day sometimes if we going to step outside and need a jacket, or we going to go outside the next day, we got our jacket on because we think it's still cold, walk out there, and it's hot as hell. We don't never know. So we always, down south, you can ask anybody, you wear a t-shirt and you always keep a hoodie in your car because you don't know like you could be out and about in town, feel like it's hot as hell. Then all of a sudden you walk in a place, you go shopping, it done rain, you come out and it's cold as shit all of a sudden out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? What up, Zaddy Scotto? How you doing? That's Zaddy Scotto right there, if you didn't know. Also, for my wonderful G2K, if he happens to be in the clouds right now working, I put my Break the Silence book up, and I found it this morning where I put it up, because I'm bad about putting things up for myself and then losing them, and then I have to find them again. And I had put it up because I wanted to make sure it was put up, and I found it. So I just wanted to say, also, Watcher Crazy, if you didn't know, beautiful, you're actually listed in this book at the back of it. A special shout out to following. He was shouting out people who supported him during the book, and WOC is in the back of this book. There's a lot of people in this book. Niels, I could go from the very top, but it's a lot of names. You know what I'm saying? But it's really nice. I just wanted to tell, I don't know if Watcher knows that. I don't know if Genocide knows she's written in this book. Scotto, Drew Verse, Alexis P, Pat, Miss Pat, there's Niels, the Iron Wolf, Cash. There's a lot of people in DJ Electra, Vapon, Vibrin, Ty, Sport. Like, there's a lot of people in here. Like, I will say that G2K did try to include everybody, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? He tried. I mean, there's a lot of people. And then there's been a lot of people that's popped up since, he had done written a book. You know what I mean? Oh, and here's the thing. It's hot as hell and I need my heating pad. Y'all, I'm going to lose 15 pounds just from using my heating pad, and it's already hot. But hey, that's how you get skinny, you know. Here's the thing that's so funny. Some jackasses like to try to say that people are fat when they're not. I'm fluffy, bitch. Get it right. Some bitch ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I'm fluffy, not fat. Get it right. I like my cake, damn it, and I'm gonna eat it too. And y'all would not believe, like when you think of somebody and they're a little overweight, you would think that they eat like crazy amounts of foods. I really don't. 3 pieces of pizza out of a pizza will fill me up for the whole fucking day. Like the whole day. Like I won't eat none for the rest of the day. And there's days I forget to eat because of ADHD. I'd be like, you know what? I don't get hunger pains sometimes. So I'd be like, I'm going to eat later. Later comes and I forget. Because ADHD. If it's not right in front of your face, and let's say you don't get hunger pains like I don't, you won't think about food. You just won't. It becomes like, oh, I'll eat later. I'm not hungry right now. And then you never get hungry. So you're like, oh shit, did I eat yesterday? That's a part of ADHD. Like if it's not right there on your mind, something, that's why like important dates I'm terrible at remembering that shit. If I don't write it down on the calendar, and if I ever miss any of y'all's birthday, I want y'all to make sure y'all tell me what days, because I'm going to explain it now. I'll probably always, even if I meet you in person, call you by your screen name because it's something that I've remembered, right? And it's hard for me to remember names, just like it's hard for me to remember birthdays and important dates. So if I ever forget that shit, don't think that I did it intentionally, because for me with ADHD, it's like out of sight, out of mind. My brain has stored so much bullshit, it don't want to compute new things at all. But I can remember this stupid ass damn quote from 16 years ago, which is kind of dumb. You ever notice that shit? Like you can recall some of the stupidest damn statistics or shit, and you're like, why the fuck do I remember that? Or song lyrics to a song you don't even like. Like you just be like, damn, I didn't know I memorized that damn song. I don't even like that damn song. Why do I remember that one? But I can't remember my favorite song's lyrics. This is some bullshit. Or a song you really loved, you can't remember it, but a song that you hated, you remember every damn one of it. You're like, son of a bitch. You're not a whale. Shut the fuck up. In fact, you went through your journey and you're more disciplined than anybody I ever fucking know when it comes to weight loss. I wish I had your discipline. Dude, like Babe cut off all sugars, and just cutting off sugar, this motherfucker lost so much. You know, women, we can't be that lucky. Men can cut off sugar or cut off drinks, just something as simple as soft drinks, and switch to drinking water, and they can lose 100 pounds. Yet let us women sniff cake. We're going to gain 15 pounds. We can look at it and gain 5 pounds. You get what I'm saying? We can look at it and gain weight. It's fucked up. No, it's just the biology too when it comes to men versus women. It's so much easier for men to lose weight technically than it is for women. It's fucked up. Like, really truly think about it. Like, men can literally go on a diet and they lose like exponential weight. The woman could go on the exact same diet and she maybe loses 2 pounds, which is bullshit because she's doing the exact same thing. It's just the way our bodies are built. See, women, we're supposed to be squishy, as they say, per se, right? Because we carry babies, we do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's why our chemistry of our bodies biologically are different. You know, it's because we're supposed to be the nurturers. We're supposed to be the ones that carry babies and all this shit. So our bodies hold on to fat cells more, thinking that we're going to need it for storage, for having babies and producing and doing all this other stuff, versus men who don't have to worry about that. Their bodies are not thought about that. And also it has to deal with our estrogen, where we have a higher estrogen, and men have higher testosterone. their testosterone actually helps when it comes to fat burning and all that other shit. You know what I mean? It actually helps when it comes to that. I gotta take this off. I love my heating pad and it's feeling good and my neck's like hurting and shit, but I gotta take it off because I'm getting so hot that I'm literally feeling like I'm having a hot flash and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because the heating pad is too hot and like my back is wringing in sweat right now and my neck. I'm gonna have to go get some of my dry spray and spray my back with it. Shit, my back is sweating like a mofo. Wonder. I know that I've heard if you sit in the sweat boxes that you actually lose weight. I wonder if you actually were to wrap yourself in like a heating blanket type thing and you turned on and wore it and just sweated like a motherfucker. I wonder if you would. I mean, that would burn fat, wouldn't it? Why have they not thought to do that for people? I mean, I know you'd have to drink twice as much water because you get dehydrated, right? So you'd have to drink some electrolytes and some water and shit. But that could be an easy way to fucking lose weight. That's why some people do those waist trainers, believe it or not, and they wrap it and do the little creams on their stomach, and then they go work out because while they're sweating, it actually does help them lose weight in that specific area. People don't realize that it really does work. Sweat does make you lose weight and lose fat. It's crazy how our bodies work. Shit. I get pissed off when I try to go on a diet or I skip a meal, I gain weight versus when I go balls to the wall and eat what I want, I lose weight. What the fuck is wrong with that picture? I go on a diet, right? I'm eating salads, lean meats like baked chicken, no fat, you know what I'm saying? Seasoning. If I cut off sodas and drink water, let's say I did that, I gain weight. Yet, vice versa, I go balls to the wall, eat what I want, drink sodas, go crazy, eat cake, and I lose weight. What the fuck is wrong with my damn metabolism? I think my metabolism might be on crack or something. Like it's got issues. And people think that I'm fucking joking about that until they really see it in real life. And then they're like, oh fuck, that is fucked up. Like I showed my babe that. My babe thought I was fucking joking. And I literally went on a diet for a good month and a half. I didn't go out to eat at all. Ate up straight lean meats and shit like that. And I actually gained weight. Vice versa, when I eat what I want and I just let my body do what it does naturally, I lose weight. And I'm not saying I'm eating like 2 whole pizzas or shit like that. No, I'm talking about just being normal, if that makes sense. Like my normal, what I would eat every day and not really count calories, I lose weight. But yet when I don't, I gain. It's so fucking stupid. I've never seen that before until me. I'm weird. Maybe I'm not getting enough calorie intake when I'm doing diets. That may be possible. I'm not getting enough calorie intake for my body and it's turning everything to sugar to store because it thinks I'm starving or something. I don't know if y'all know that, but there is a thing if you're dieting that if your body thinks it's starving, it will store everything as a sugar or as a something for energy production. So even good foods can be bad during that time. Yeah. You got to be careful with dieting, especially crash dieting. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it the healthy way, the good way. And don't, like I tried when I was a teenager because I was stupid and I didn't know any better. I tried the starvation diet. Not a good thing for your body and not a good thing for you. And it will make you lose some weight, but at the same time, as soon as you start back eating regular or anything like that, you're going to actually gain more weight than what you lost because your body is going to see everything as storage then. Everything, even good foods that normally you would lose weight with. So be careful doing that shit. Don't yo-yo diet's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do it the correct way and do your research. Know how much caloric intake you need for yourself. Every person is different. They'll tell you there's a baseline, but every person is different. Some need more than others. And it also depends on how fast or slow your metabolism is. It depends on your height, your body mass index. It depends on a lot of things. So I would say if you want to really diet, talk to a dietitian. They're going to tell you what the caloric intake that you're going to need for your specific self. But yeah, like some people have a super fast metabolism, some people have a slow, and then you have the midline, right? But it just depends. And the older we get as women, our metabolism actually slows down, which is crazy. But then sometimes it can go into hyperdrive all of a sudden. Be careful if you start losing weight exponentially for no fucking reason. Be careful of that and go see your doctor because my brother didn't know this, but he had hyperthyroidism. All of a sudden, like he got really big there for a little while, and he started dropping weight like crazy. I mean, doing nothing. He was sitting on the couch eating all the time, and he started losing like 20, 30, 40 pounds. It can get dangerous, hyperthyroidism can, so be careful. Just make sure you get your levels checked. Huggies, Twistar, I hope you have the best day ever, beautiful. Anybody else gonna be like me later, rapping all that shit? I know I'm gonna be doing that later. I hope somebody comes on live later so I can be watching them and laughing and cackling while I'm doing it. I'm just sitting here chilling. I know I saw that I missed some things. I was laying down yesterday, partial of the day because I just did not feel good. And I tried to go back and catch most of the replays, but I'm pretty sure I missed some shit yesterday because I just did not feel the best. I still am not better. I'm trying. And that's the sucky thing about the back condition that I have with the neck condition is that it never truly gets fully better. It just gets more able to deal with. And I can have bad days or bad weeks, and then I could be fine for a few weeks and then drop back down. And I know a lot of people deal with the same kind of conditions that I deal with, or deal with something that's similar, like pain conditions, autoimmune, all these other things. And that's what, and especially it's hurtful when you have a non-visible disorder and people think that you're putting on or you're too young to be having these many problems or you're too young, this shouldn't, you're lying or there's nothing wrong with you. That's why when you see somebody, I will say this, that is young in a buggy at Walmart or any of these other stores with the disabled buggies, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know if that person actually has a disorder that you may not be able to see. Because I'm going to tell you, if they could walk that store, they would. Most people who have disabilities of any kind, they wish they didn't have it. They want to be normal. They don't want to have to deal with that every fucking day of their life. And for most people like myself, I'm going to walk till the wheels fall off. And I hate having to use those buggies. I absolutely cannot stand it. I've had to do it one time and I could not stand it. I just, it really bothered me the whole time I had to use it. Like I got dirty looks. It was terrible. I hated having to do it. I would rather suffer and be in pain and walk that store than use one of those damn buggies. I fucking hate that shit because it makes you feel like, bad about it. I don't know why, because there's so much shame put on people, Oh, Jesus, my leg. And my big ass boxer done fell asleep and she's snoring and she done fell apart on my leg. But I love her. She's sleeping so good too. I wish I could sleep like she sleeps. I might have to move her over though, because that's gonna hurt her back if she keeps laying on my kneecap like that. But she's out like a light. Also, yesterday, we was over at Remy's house. I don't know if Remy, you still in the clouds, Bubba, but fucking dude lied. He lied like a motherfucker. I was reading that fucking chat. The girl never fucking attacked him whatsoever. There was no attack in that chat. And he missed the whole fucking point. The whole point of what I was telling him, and he still don't want to listen. He still don't want to change. He don't want to take responsibility for his fucking actions. The whole point was not that they had a back and forth in the chat. It wasn't the point of who did what first, even though he is the one that did something first. That's not the point. She asked him specifically to stop. The other person stopped. He did not. He continued even after she asked, and it wasn't a ban right away. It was she timed him out for like 10 seconds. He jumped up on the link and started cussing her in the back chat. She said, I'm not dealing with this today. After he said that, not before he said that. Or she may have said it before. I don't care. She didn't want to deal with it. I don't blame her because he does that shit all the time. If he don't get his way and he can't stand in his shit. If you do something wrong, admit to it. What up, Mr. Austin? How you doing? My favorite. You been seeing any more of them black caimans and shit? Man, them damn, I didn't even know that was a real thing, Mr. Austin. I just knew about, alligators and crocodiles. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know there was different ones. You had to teach me that shit. I was like, what the fuck is a black caiman? How you doing, Mr. Austin? I hope you're having a good one. I be telling people they don't want to have to wrestle with you because you wrestle real things in real life. And I tell them they don't want to fuck with you, but they don't listen. I didn't even know that was a thing, though, until you taught me that. I had to look that up. I had to Google it. But for real, though, I be trying to tell folks, leave you alone. I try to tell people to leave me alone and don't let me jump off that porch. Because I'm going to tell you something. I was not even disrespectful to that motherfucker when I'm talking about Wire until after he disrespected me. I was telling him he was wrong and he needed to apologize, that there was no reason to jump to that level and to do that kind of shit. Even if you're frustrated, there was no reason to do that. You jumped off that handle for no fucking reason. For a timeout. And even if it was a ban, you went fucking ballistic over that stupid shit? Really? And started talking to a woman that way? That's what I told you, and you didn't want to listen and stay in your shit. And all you had to simply do is, yeah, I may have, and so it seems like you're the type of person who never wants to take responsibility for any of your actions. I may have overreacted. I apologize. I'm sorry. It was that fucking simple. That fucking simple, and you can't even do that because you're the type of person who never wants to admit when you're wrong. You're never wrong in your mind. That's narcissistic personality disorder. Look it up. You said you have the DSM. Go look up that shit. A person who never takes responsibility for their actions, that never wants to admit when they're wrong. And you were wrong. And then you called me a fat bitch because I told you was wrong. Now, if you go listen to that, I didn't attack you. I didn't say anything untoward towards you until you called me what you called me and started talking shit about me. Then I started talking shit about you because you're not going to talk to me like that. You may talk to them like that and they may accept it, or, other people may accept you talking to them, but you're not going to do that to me and think I'm going to accept it. Hell no. Because for me and you, it's up and stuck. I may be respectful in somebody else's chat because I respect that person, but no, I'm good. And I had every right to jump off that porch. It ain't got shit to do with what happened in the past. And if you are holding on to grudges from that long ago, then you already had a problem and you didn't respect her or her chat or the other person you were cussing out. So, therefore, nobody needs to keep you as a friend if that's the way you're going to be. I'm just saying. You still going through your prayers, Mr. Austin? Mr. Austin, I'm still praying for you. My dad actually had a friend called Too Tall. And he was an older black gentleman that was my dad's friend. And this dude, I swear to God, was almost every bit of 7 foot tall. That's why they called him too tall. And rest in peace to your friend, Mr. Austin, and prayers. Hey, Mr. Jasper, Merry Christmas. Hey, Miss Carmela. But I was pissed off. I was, and I didn't hit that link out of respect for Remy, out of respect for him. And I didn't, unlike you, I let things go during that moment, but you kept talking about it. I wasn't going to say a word about it because I respected Remy. And when I respect somebody, I don't talk shit in their chat or start with other people. I don't pick at somebody until they ask me a question, is what you were doing. You love to do that shit. I don't do that to people. As you saw, I was being very cordial. Wasn't really saying shit to you. Because that's what you do as an adult when you respect the other person. But you don't have respect in your body. I'm sorry. Mr. Austin, I am so sorry about your friend. I really am. I know that not only, here's the thing, you lost a very close friend, but right around the holidays, and to Ua's side is even harder. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, why didn't I see the signs? And could I have helped them? And could I have saved them? And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't blame yourself, and don't watch their close friends and their family about doing that. Because when something like that happens, nobody could have prevented it, right? Um, it comes down to that person wanting to get help and actually doing the changes it takes to help their mental health. And sometimes, you know, shit happens and it's out of your control. It's literally out of your control, and that's what sucks because you want to save everybody, especially if you love them. My mama always setting off that smoke alarm. She the only person in the house that does it, and it's because she opens up the oven. Hold on, I gotta mute up. I swear my mom's the only one that I swear that damn thing hates her because I could be doing the same thing she doing in the kitchen and it never goes off. Everybody else does, but the minute she does the same thing, like opening up the oven or doing something like that, it sets that motherfucker off every time. It's so sensitive, super sensitive. That's the sad part, Mr. Austin, is that people who are truly in that mind state won't won't contact you, won't ask for help, and you don't know it's till it's too late. That's the sad part about it, because in their mind, their brain is telling them that, you know, I don't want to, like, they don't want to bother anybody and all that other stuff. So it's crazy. But Mr. Austin, the only thing that you can do is honor his memory and not think of his last moments, right? Think of his fun moments because that was his mental disorder that led him to that, right? And we can't remember for somebody for their mental conditions and their if it's, you know, if someone has an active addiction, we got to remember the person underneath that, the real them. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Chantel, how you doing this morning? But that's the thing about with mental conditions, a lot of people don't reach out. That's why I want um you know, I want y'all all to know that you're not alone. When you have a mental condition, reach out, talk to somebody. um you know, let them know, don't suffer in silence. There are people who care and will be there. Merry Christmas, Miss Heidi, beautiful. I hope you're having a good one. And some won't reach out. That's the thing. You can offer it, but it's up to them to take that helping hand. You know what I'm saying? It's up to them to ask for help. It's up to them ultimately. All you can do is try, and you can't blame yourself. You can't beat yourself up if you've done the best that you could possibly do, because ultimately it was their choice, and that was their choice. And there was nothing you can do or say to stop their choices if that's what they really want to do. Because I'm going to tell you something, when I was there in that headspace, there's probably nothing nobody else could have said or done to make me change my mind at that moment. I'm just saying. And I didn't ask for help. I didn't tell anybody I was in that headspace. I kept it to myself. Thank you, Miss Heidi, for the super chat. May X Miss Heidi. I didn't drop it, but I'll drop it if you want, Mr. Austin. But mental health is a very a thing that's close to my heart, because me, myself, and I've been there. I had that thought process. I was in that headspace, so I know what it feels like, and I know that I wasn't going to tell anybody. I was just going to do it, because in my mind, the world would have been better off. That's where I was at when that headspace was there, and I didn't want to bother anybody else with my problems. I didn't want to burden anybody else, and that's the problem when you have that suicidal ideology. When you're going through that, is in your brain, it's telling you one thing, but that's not the truth. But your brain tells you that's the truth, right? Your brain tells you that the world would be better off without you. Your brain tells you that everybody would have it easier without you. That's not true, though, but that's what your brain tells you, right? Your brain tells you all this negative shit and fills you up with negative emotions and negative feelings, when that actually is the furthest from the truth. All right, you want to be on camera, Mr. Austin? Okay, I was just making sure you knew that it was on before I let you up here.
Yeah. The thing about his situation, I'll try to keep it as minimum as possible. Um, he was fighting demons for about maybe, well, according to his little brother, he's been fighting demons from the abuse from his, the beating abuse from his father for ever since he was like 10 years old, and his little brother, he saw that. I mean, imagine trying to help your own dad fix your car, but then your dad tells you to go take your motherfucking ass to the house, and then grab you by the arm and then beating on you and all this other crap. And his little brother witnessed his own, his dad beating on his own son like that. So growing up, he had a tough life, pretty much growing up. He was just 30 something when he passed. Um, he was fighting demons also for the past couple of months. I said about maybe 4 months. He went to rehab. Um, he felt that rehab wasn't helping him. He left. Um, he was homeless on the streets too for about maybe a month, pretty much. He came back to his mom's apartment one day. Well, that day that I had texted on my community wall, he came back to his mom's apartment the day before, spent the night, and he was talking crazy and stuff. Talking a whole bunch of crazy stuff. He somehow fell asleep. By the next morning on that Saturday, he he was he was asleep. She was getting ready to go out the house, walk the dog. Soon as she comes back, she couldn't get into her own place, and she accidentally left her keys in the apartment. So she couldn't get in. She called the fire department, ambulance, and the police. They refused to kick down the door or anything else. One of her neighbors had to get a pry bar or something like that. They had to rip that door open, and that's when his mom saw all the blood and stuff from that front door all the way to the bathroom by the bathtub. So It was blood on the walls and everything else. Yeah, he poked himself over 20 times and poked himself in the neck once, and I guess that's what ultimately, took him out. Um, it was real sad. She was crying all day and everything. His brother came over here and he was pretty much mad too. And I was like, damn, man. So it was all the way bad. It was all the way bad. And now she has to spend Christmas and New Year's without him, but to spend it also with her last son and his two kids and his girlfriend. That's just it's just sad.
It really is. And here's the thing about people fighting those demons. We don't see those demons that they have, right? We're not in their head. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it's telling them. And then for his mom to find him like that, and that's hard. I'm gonna tell you something from a parent's point of view, and you know this. If you were to find your kid like that is the most wrenching thing that anybody can go through. And when we're in that headspace, because I'm gonna tell you, I didn't think, you know what stopped me from doing that to myself? You gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. I was sitting in that mirror and I already had it thought out of how I was gonna do it. Nobody wasn't gonna find me till morning, and wouldn't be able to be saved, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I had a picture come in my brain of seeing my own funeral. I saw what it would do to my parents. I saw what it to do with my loved ones. And when I saw that it shattered them and it made them ghosts of themselves, and they had just lost my brother, right? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because not for me, right? And then I thought to myself, why am I letting everybody else win? Because at this point, this is what changed also, where people think I have confidence and all this other stuff and I walk with confidence. No, I realized that the standard of beauty, the standard of everybody else, why am I letting their opinions and their bullying and their hatefulness affect me to the point that I'm going to take myself out the game? You know what I'm saying? And I'm letting other people win. Why? Well, for what reason? Why am I letting my brain tell me all this evil, negative shit? That's when I changed my headspace. And people are like, well, how are you so positive? I said, because when you've been to the most negative space you can be, you know what I'm saying? You already know where that leads, and you don't want to be there no more.
Yep.
I'm so sorry about your friend, though, because I know battling those demons wasn't easy, and now his poor mom has to do. And as a friend, it makes you think, what could I have done? Is there anything that I could have changed? Is there that you couldn't, Mr. Austin? There is nothing. So all you can do is be there for his mom and his brother now. And what's sad is the abuse and all the shit that he went through. And then you got to think, when people get into drugs and they're trying to get off of it, everything they done while they were on the drugs, they have to deal with. It hits them all at one time. All that pain and all that anger and all those things they were, numbing. Yep. When they were on the stuff, when they get off of it, they have to deal with that. And some people, it's too much. And instead of reaching out for mental health, or they get one bad experience or two bad experiences with a therapist, they give up on therapy because they think it's too hard and it's not going to work, or it's not working for me, right? Or like you said, a bad experience with trying to get off the drugs, going to a bad rehab center can mess it up for a lot of people, and then they give up instead of doing the hard work. It's not gonna be easy. I will say that to any addict, any person who is dealing with mental health issues. It's not gonna be easy, but I promise you, it's gonna be worth it in the end.
Yep.
Anything worth having ain't easy in this lifetime. Nothing comes easy if you think about it. I want you to truly think about everything in your life. Has anything come to you so fucking easy that you can blink an eye and it was just no? Everything you've done, you've had to work hard for. You had to put in. You know what I'm saying? To do, like, even when it comes to your career, when it comes to your relationships, you know what I'm saying? Even if you have a good relationship, it still isn't always easy. You're going to have butt heads every once in a while because you're both, strong-minded people,
Yep. I'm just chilling right now. I'm over here. As far as Christmas is concerned, I'm visiting with my auntie, and she's trying to make me go ahead and I guess I can chop up the turkey or whatever, chop it up in little meats and put it in a goddamn barbecue pit. Like, we want some smoky turkey. Like, what? Smoky barbecue turkey. I'm like, oh God.
That sounds
Yeah,
good as hell, though.
yeah. I'm just trying to get into other things. So, I don't have to keep thinking about that situation. I mean, some people might say it's got nothing to do with you. Okay, well, in a way it do, and then it kind of don't, because it's like he was a friend of mine. It didn't happen where I was at, but that
That
was his situation. But still, that was a friend of mine. I mean, he didn't have to go out like that.
I'm gonna say this: people who say those kind of things obviously have never cared for another human being in their life. Because even if it's just a friend, as people would say, right? You can have that
Mhm.
feeling or love of that person as if they're a brother or sister or a family member. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a friend. And even if it was just a friend, you still go through all those emotions of grief. Because I just recently, I haven't seen these people in years, right? But I just
Yep.
recently found out somebody that I went to school with from the time of fifth grade all the way till eighth grade passed away. And I went through the thing of that's messed up because we're in our 30s. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yep.
in late 30s, and there was another girl I went to school with who was younger than me. I went to school with her in high school, and she passed away, and she's like 2 years younger than me. It makes you go, what the hell is happening here? And when you hear the story of that kind of situation, it actually hits a little bit harder because if somebody passes away from like a medical condition that you kind of knew was going to happen, or possibly could be a thing, it's a little more understandable, right? But when
Yep.
somebody actually takes their own life and goes through something like that, it hits you a little bit different because actually, um, my one of my cousin's girlfriends actually unalived herself in my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
Right, like right before the holidays,
Oh,
um,
that.
and she had children. See, she dealt with demons. You know what I'm saying? Of abuse. She's dealt with demons of SA. She dealt with demons of drugs and getting off drugs and all those things. And um, she, in her mind, for some reason, thought that everybody would be better off without her, not realizing she actually hurt every person she loved. But that's not what a person who is going through that thinks. They don't think about, what other people are going to feel in their mind. They think everybody will be better off without them, that they won't be a burden, not realizing that they actually hurt those they love worse. You get what I'm saying by doing that. It's that's why they call it a selfish act. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Because you are in your brain being selfish at that moment. And I'll say that from my point of view, I was being very selfish, not thinking of other people. Because for some reason in our brain, when you're going through those ideologies, right, you
Yep.
think it's you think it's selfless because in your mind everybody would be better off and it wouldn't be as bad of a, like everybody's going to be more happier and better because you're gone, and it's not the case because your brain lies to you during that time.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get back to your show. Thank you for having me up too, so I
Oh,
can get this.
always, Mr. Austin, you can
Yeah.
always, like, if you ever need to come up here and just chill and just talk or whatever, you're always welcome.
Oh yeah, for real. Already.
You
You have
have
a
a good
good
day,
day.
Mr. Austin, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa and all those good things.
Happy
And
holiday. Happy
happy
holiday.
holidays. Yeah, we just gonna be lazy and say happy holidays, so it covers everything. Um,
Already. Already. You take care.
you too. All right, bye bye.
All right.
Thank you for coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, so when we talk, mental. Hey, King Duke Farrell, how you doing? It's saying. Oh, now your device is on. Okay, just making sure. Let me make sure it's you. Yes, it is. Oh, well, you got your camera on. Shit, it is you. Hey, Duke Farrell, how you doing?
Hey Charlie, what's up, chat? What up, everybody?
I'm just over here chilling, doing my little live stream before the holidays. 'Cause I know I'm gonna get busy tomorrow and the next day, and I probably ain't gonna be able to do none. How's
Oh
everything going
yeah,
over
that's
that
good.
way?
Man, just chilling on it, man. Just stopping by people live, wishing them a merry holiday, and just speaking. That's it.
Being your amazing self, your friendly hey self, and then I might need to cut somebody out in like 2.5 seconds, but hey everybody else.
Yeah, that's about that's. I mean, that's how you generally go. But I'm just chilling. This You know, it's a vibe being outside. You know, yeah, back in
How
the
Unc and
country.
them doing? How
Oh, they
Unc and them
good.
doing? I saw
When he
y'all
caught out.
cooking the other day over there on your channel. I saw y'all cooking the other day.
Yeah, I'm about to smoke some more meat out here.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
like, Unc gonna get all the ladies. Unc and Grandpa, they gonna get all the women's.
Oh yeah, they love. I got to get them back on. I just wanted to space it out a little bit, but yeah, we'll get them back on.
I,
Hmm.
well, I'm gonna say this. Like I was, the other day, one thing I will say that Uppity was right about with you, King Duke Farrell. You give everybody the same smoke. It don't matter if somebody give you smoke, you're gonna give it back to them. It don't matter who it is. But I see a lot of these dudes who will give women the smoke, but won't give men the smoke. Like,
Yeah, 'cause they hurt. They just misused and abused. Man, most of these men been molested. I mean, they've been hurt. That's all that is.
you like, I'm gonna give everybody smoke. You give me smoke, I'm giving it back. I don't care. It's
Yeah,
equal opportunity smoke over here.
yeah. And then with the women, you know what I'm saying? I give them a little taste, but other than that, I
You
just
don't,
let
you
them
don't go
talk
as
and then
hard.
laugh it out.
You don't really
Nah,
go as
yeah, no.
hard at women as you do at men, which is a real man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. 'Cause I like talking shit to niggas. I like fighting. So if it ain't gonna lead up to fighting, I ain't really gonna talk too much shit to you. I like when the women come at me because shit, you basically just flirting with a nigga.
I love how you'll piss people off too, because you'll start laughing and shit, and it makes them even madder.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just a cool soul, man. God created me sufficiently, man. He did. That's that.
I'm glad
Hmm.
you're out there with your people though, having a little fun time. You know what I'm saying? Being out in the
Yeah,
country and smoking. And I was like, oh shit, look at it. There's Unc and Grandpa, and they look good as fuck for their ages too.
hell yeah. 65, 72. Got another one like 60 something, man. Shit. That's what that country do. That shit preserve you when you just out here. You ain't doing a whole bunch of city living. So yeah, I'm down here for the long haul.
I will say, same way over this way. That's why I got that damn baby face. I think because I got that fat chubby cheek syndrome. Um, and it makes like my dad if he shaves off his beard right now and cuts his hair because he's got like silver fox looking. He looks young
Yeah,
as fuck. But if he lets that beard grow, it makes him look older because he's got that silver going right. But when he
yeah,
cuts that shit off, he got that baby face from hell.
yeah. And a lot of women, once you can grow facial hair, women, women want you to keep your facial hair. So you know what I'm saying. But every now and then you can chop it off, just. But I like looking like a wolf.
I'm gonna say it's a lot of women that I know. We prefer facial hair over none at all. Like we like a man who has because for some reason it feels more manly. Because I guess we can't grow it, so therefore we're like, ooh, facial hair.
Yeah, it differentiates us from the female. So just like y'all got long hair, you know what I'm saying, you could tell, you know what I'm saying, when you're around a woman, when you know what I'm saying, she's always playing with it, like that's a part of her beauty and her makeup. So yeah,
Well, in the Bible it says a woman's hair is her glory. A crown.
exactly, exactly. You really ain't supposed to cut your hair. I mean, you can cut your hair, but hey, yeah, hold on, yes, ma'am.
But I hope everybody has the most blessed holiday that you could possibly have today and all days. Y'all make sure that, even when you go through hard times or some shit's going down, that you try to be the best you that you can be. That's all you can ever strive to be.
Yeah, most definitely. That's why you gotta be grounded in God. You got to stand on your own archetype, and you just got to be good to people. All these people, what I'm saying, with this evil, self projecting on other people because they don't like the joy that they got. So it
Well,
is what it is.
a lot of people ain't happy within themselves, so they try to make other people unhappy and bring
Yeah,
them to their level because they want you to be as unhappy as they are.
yeah. And what God done for me, and I ain't got no
We
reason not to
blessed and
smile.
highly favored, baby. Blessed and highly favored.
No matter where I'm at, he say They say I always feed the birds. The birds gonna eat. So why you think if I feed the birds every day, I ain't gonna feed you? Come on, man. Yeah.
That's one thing Duke Farrell can do is cook. I don't watch a lot of your cooking shows.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get my monies up so I can give me some more land and build me a house and build me a nice kitchen. That's gonna be the biggest thing in the crib is a fucking kitchen. It's gonna look like a professional kitchen.
I think
Hmm.
that's one of the things when we were looking for our house that I really wanted was like a real good like kitchen area, and we got us
Hmm.
of all of our areas, like the kitchen is the biggest, and we got that island in the middle where you can put all your stuff. I
Yeah,
love that, and it's got the shelving. It's got where you can
yeah,
put bar stools. It's even got to
yeah,
where it has the extra plug-ins to where you can put your stuff over there if you need to, and good counter space. Because I can't stand a place that ain't got good counter space. I be trying to doing like 3 different counter spaces, and I'm like, oh, you. I've lived in those places though before where you got like just a small ass counter. It kind of sucks.
yeah. And then I'm doing, and like I say, when I do the kitchen, it's gonna be all stainless steel. Everything stainless steel.
Mine is too. My fridge, my dishwasher, my microwave, all of it stainless steel, every bit
Yeah,
of
yeah. It's gonna have, like I say, the island gonna be stainless steel. Everything gonna be stainless steel. It's just gonna be a dope ass kitchen. And I had some more kids. You cannot come in the kitchen because you might hurt yourself in here.
Well, I'll say this: it's a whole lot easier to keep clean and sanitary,
Yeah,
and a lot
yes,
of people don't know that because, like, if you
yeah,
like, I have Formica, and I'm gonna say this: you can only use certain chemicals on it because
yeah,
it'll take off the clear coat,
yeah,
and if it does, it can soak up like shit. So you gotta know what your material is in
yeah,
your kitchen because different things need different ways to cleaning.
yeah. See, like in restaurants, and people just looked at restaurants and realized there's a lot of iron in there, it's a lot of steel in there because that's the safest kitchen. I mean, even though some of these restaurants be dirty, but that's the safest kitchen is to have stainless steel everywhere.
Yup, because it's you can use like the harsher chemicals to like
Yeah,
bleach and things like that to really keep
yeah,
it sanitized.
yeah. Well, happy holidays to everybody. I just wanted to stop by, Charlie. Keep doing you. I like the fact I don't know how long you been monetized, but I'm glad you monetized. Get your shit right. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to be content creators, be good to people, man. Love you, Charlie. I'm gone.
Have a good one, dude. I'm gonna get in over there when you start cooking too. I'm gonna go over there to that channel. If y'all don't know, King Duke Pharaoh does some really good cooking shows. I'm gonna go ahead and share out his channel so that if y'all ain't subscribed, because I know some of y'all don't know who King Duke Pharaoh is, y'all need to get to know because he's got some amazing content, some amazing cooking shows. Sometimes he's in the mess just a little bit, and you might like it, and you never know. But he does his cooking. He does like different kind of, all different kind of content. So he does his thing, Thizzle over there. This is King Duke Pharaoh's channel. If you would like to subscribe, he's cool people. And he's equal opportunity smoke. So he's pretty chill as fuck and everything. And Mr. Austin, I hope that you have a very blessed holiday. Our beautiful Chantel Gucci. Now she does all different kind of content. Miss Heidi does too. If y'all ain't know, you need to get to know. They're amazing people. I am blessed to say that I have met so many of amazing people on this YouTube apparatus. And if I could thank one asshole who fucked with me and I cussed his ass out, hurt his fifis, for one thing, it would be leading me to such amazing people. Now, King Duke Pharaoh I met through an amazing human being called VS Icon. And VS Boo, if you hear this, I want you to have the happiest holidays that you can have, sweetheart. You are always in my heart. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be monetized. You and my beef sector people, all of them. And I'm not just saying, like, I could name the entire beef sector, but shit, y'all know I ain't got the breath for that. But I always shout out my home field, my home place. That's why in my thank you video at the end, you will see the beef sector, the Mo 3 sector, those were the sectors, the black sector. These were the people that I started with. You get what I'm saying? And I got to add a few more sectors to that slideshow now. You know what I'm saying? And some of them ain't even got a name. I call one sector the fuck around, find out sector. Y'all know who y'all are. I love each and every one of y'all. I love my, my people who cover the TikTok, my people who cover the 90-day fiance stuff, all that. Like my MobTube genre people, you know what I'm saying? I'm the Panelverse peoples, the peoples who do the debates and all that good stuff. You know, there's so many different sectors that I'm actually associated with. And there's probably some that I don't even know about that I'm associated with because I be chilling. I go to the trash talk sector of all different places, you know, see a lot of different people, a lot of different faces. And I'm thankful for each and every one of y'all on this holiday season. I want you to know you're loved and you're appreciated over here. You don't have to, if you drop down in my chat, somebody says something about you being over here, that's on them. Because you're not in my chat talking shit or doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I've been seeing people attacking people for just being in my chat chilling because, oh, I'm a hater of theirs. Bitch, I don't hate you that much because you're not really worth it. Just to let you to know, hate's a strong word and you're not really worth it. I don't think about you 24/7, 7 days a week. You're not on my mind when I get off this apparatus. I don't even watch you. I don't give a fuck. You think I care. I only care but sometimes when people send me clips or send me things or text me and be like, hey, such said such, and this is what's happening. Go over here and look. Other than that, you know, they hit me up on IG. They hit me up on email. That's the only way I find about half the shit that you say and do because I don't watch you because I don't have enough time in the day. I support too many other good people who are amazing content creators to be dealing with your bullshit. Okay? And even if I disagree with someone, like with the Swire situation, because I disagree with him, that doesn't mean I hate you. And when I'm telling you something, that doesn't mean I'm attacking you. I'm trying to tell you, hey, you're wrong. But when you sit there and talking shit, because somebody tries to tell you the truth and you don't want to hear it, that's on you, baby. That ain't on me. But I refuse to be on a panel with a man who disrespects women like that. And you got one time to disrespect me, and I'm going to cuss your ass out, point blank period. I'm just saying. Have a great day, everyone. I want y'all to please wash your ass, wash your face, preferably not with the same rag. Please don't walk around here with ass face. We don't need to be dealing with all that. Please make sure you brush your teeth, brush your tongue. Don't be walking around here with halitosis breath. And if you got one tooth hanging out your fucking mouth, please get that shit pulled. It ain't no shame and no game to go to the dentist and be toothless. I'd rather you gum a bitch to death than run around here looking like you can stab a hoe with your one tooth. Okay? Please make sure that you, if you do something, take responsibility for your ish. Merry Christmas, my HUD lady beautiful. Please make sure you use DO for the BO. I repeat, cologne and Axe spray is not a alternative or is going to make it any better. Use soap and water. Soap and water. Wash your balls. Wash your stinking coochies. And bitch, if your shit stink, please go to the doctor. Something's wrong. If you smell like fish in this bitch, you might need to go to the doctor. Just saying. We don't need you to be around here spreading the trichomoniasis to everybody. All right? We don't need you around here spreading venereal diseases. All right. If you smell, go to the doctor. Something's wrong. If you don't wash your shit and it still stinks, go to the doctor. That's for men and women. If you don't wash your balls and wash your dangalang and you don't wash your cootie cat and it smells, go to the doctor. Something wrong. That ain't right. That ain't right. Okay. We need to make sure that we take care of ourselves today and all days. Love each other. You know what I'm saying? And if you need to smack a bitch upside the head every once in a while and jump off that porch, do what you got to do. Sometimes we got to cut a hole in the name of Jesus. Sometimes we got to throw the holy water on them and rebuke that bitch. I'm just saying, rebuke those demons in the name of Jesus. Some people are stronger than me because if a bitch would have got in my face, I would have punched them square in their fucking jaw and went to jail and smiled in my motherfucking mugshot. Okay? If y'all ever see me on the news in a mugshot, just know somebody did something stupid. And I'll be smiling in my mugshot. I don't go to jail for no reason because I don't like that nasty ass food. Yeah, rub a pine scented air freshener on that thing or something. And whatnot. But y'all make sure that y'all have the best day today and all days. I hope that everybody, Lord do Jesus. Y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all later on these streets. Y'all have a happy holidays. I may not be live tomorrow because I do got to go eat, and we got some shit to do tomorrow. And then Friday is hubby's birthday, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to make a what do you call it, a post tomorrow. Either way, but I want y'all to have the best ones. And those of y'all who may not have blood family to spend tomorrow with, at least choose your chosen family. You know what I'm saying? And know that we love you regardless. Okay, hold on. Let me go check out your monster right quick. Let me go check out your monster, child. Before I get off here, let me go see. Let me go check out Hoods. Oh shit, that's cute as fuck though. That's cute as hell. Why that remind me of that TV show when we was little? What show was I'm trying to think of? I can't remember what that show was, but it reminds me of that TV show that they used to have when we was little and whatnot. But I want you to know that I love y'all today and all days, and fuck the haters. Tell them to kiss both sides of your ass cheek. And some people don't even let them kiss both sides of your ass cheek. You don't want them near you. Now, before we leave, I'm going to read a poem from Break the Silence. And the book is by Aaron L. McGonnell, which is our beautiful G2K. If you want to look it up on Amazon, the name of the book is called Break the Silence, Poems of My Journey Through Abuse. Okay? I'm going to read one of my favorite poems of his out of the book today. And it's actually, if you don't know Get to Stop, you need to get to know. His name is G2K, Get to Know Stop. And it actually has a meaning. He actually stands for, to stop, bad people from doing bad things to children. To make harsher penalties for them, right? And the poem that I'm going to read today is on page 37 in the book. It's my favorite, and I hope you see this, G2K. Perfectly imperfect. In the tapestry of existence, I am but a thread, woven into the fabric of time and perfectly spun. I bear the frayed edges of vulnerability, the knots of mistakes, and the uneven weave. I am not flawless marble chiseled by gods, but rather clay molded by life's capricious hands. My imperfections are brushstrokes on a canvas, each stroke telling a story of resilience and growth. I am the unfinished poem, ink still wet, words stumbling, seeking their rhythm. My verses may falter, but they dance with truth. For imperfections births authenticity. So let us celebrate our cracks, our quirks, the beautiful messiness of our flawed hearts, for it is in imperfection that we find grace, and in vulnerability that we discover strength. I am imperfect, that is my superpower, as reminder that I am alive, evolving, and real. So I embrace my crooked lines, my mismatched pieces, and declare with unwavering love that I am perfectly imperfect. Good morning, the Hood Table. Merry Christmas, my love. I'm about to end, but I want you to know that I will be there Sunday for your birthday and whatnot. I know it's going to be that Monday. Y'all make sure y'all shout out my girl, the Hood Table. All right. And when that live starts coming, I'm going to share it on my community wall. Y'all keep an eye out for it. The Hood Table is one of the best women I've ever met in my entire life. She's an amazing human being. My beautiful cake decorating diva. My beauty. I love you, girl, with all my heart and soul. And I hope you have the best born day ever. And I'm so thankful that God decided for you to be born and for me to meet you in my lifetime. All of you, I want you to know that. I am thankful that you are born and that you are here and that I got to meet you in my lifetime. Because you're all amazing human beings inside and out. We all may be a little crazy and ready to cut a hoe, but I'm thankful that I got to meet you because you're amazing. Huggies, my beautiful people. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.
I'm from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUBELO. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction, this where the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding, come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain seat banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still, crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking round 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments when OG standing back there by 60 deep. Boom walking, Charles Blue, a big Anthony Hughes and Pee.
I'm from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my